and action. Ok. Eh bien, nous voilà pour notre live hangout. Bonjour tout le monde. Alors, bonjour Jeffrey, comment ça va? Est-ce que ça va bien? Est-ce que vous m'entendez bien? J'attends. Ok, d'accord. Ok. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour Pauline. Salut. Pauline, Jeffrey. Bonjour Adam. Adam. Bonjour Myr. Bonjour Bursu. Salut. Bonjour tout le monde. Moi, j'ai une question à vous poser. Est-ce que vous pensez que 7h, 19h du soir, c'est trop tard ou c'est trop tôt? Je ne sais pas où vous habitez, donc c'est très difficile de déterminer une heure pour faire le live hangout. So my question is, do you think that 7 o'clock, as in 7 p.m. in the evening, is too early or too late for you? You come from all over the world, and it's really hard for me to set out a proper time. So any feedback on this would be lovely, actually, to see what time do you think is the best. You might answer that, different times because you come from different part of the world. Anyway, what I'm going to do today, okay, Bursu, I'm not sure where you live, c'est 9h, 9 p.m. over there. Où habites-tu, Bursu? Où habites-tu? Moi, j'habite à Londres, London, en Angleterre. Mais Bursu, je ne sais pas où tu habites. Donc, il est 21h chez toi. Donc, il est tard, un peu. C'est l'heure d'aller au lit, pour moi, à 21h. Alors, moi, ce que j'aimerais faire, c'est vous donner une leçon de 30 minutes sur deux choses, d'accord? Alors, on va faire une leçon aujourd'hui sur les adjectifs démonstratifs. Il y a une personne qui s'appelle Lisa Beckett. Ah, Lisa Beckett! Bonsoir! Bonsoir! Now, Lisa... j'habite à Izmir en Turquie, Bursi. Ok, très bien. Bon, bonjour à la Turquie, bonjour. Lisa, je parlais justement de vous parce que vous m'avez posé une question. Et je vais répondre à cette question autant que je peux. Bonjour Judy, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, il est ensoleillé, il fait chaud à Chicago. Alors, il y a du soleil, c'est ensoleillé et il fait chaud à Chicago. Aujourd'hui, à Londres, il y a aussi du soleil et il fait chaud, comme ci, comme ça, à Londres. Hey yo, Lisa. Now, Lisa. She has a question and I wrote it down as I am so well organized on a little post-it. There you go. What is the difference between ce and set? Now, Lisa, I'm going to answer your question. I hope to spend 10 minutes on this, okay? And then we'll go on to another question that a person called Paul O'Leary has asked me about the difference between the Y and the en, as in the E and the en, okay, which I think is really, really important. Now, hello to Normandy, Lisa. Okay, now when you want to say this, or that, or these, okay? Now we call these in English demonstrative adjective, or in French adjective demonstrative, okay? So basically they are words that are used in place of an article, such as le, je sais pas, le bateau, okay? But instead of saying the boat, you want to say this boat. So basically this is known as a demonstrative adjective, adjective demonstrative. Now, the thing you need to understand about demonstrative adjectives is that they have to agree in gender and number with the noun they modify. So, for example, if you are saying bateau as an example, you know that bateau is masculine and therefore you need to use the right demonstrative adjective that fits that noun, okay? Is it A, a feminine masculine, and is it B, plural? So you need to take in consideration all of that. So let me have a look at what are our demonstrative adjectives. So we have ce, okay? We have cette, we have c'est, and we have cette. Okay, now ce, cette, c'est, cette, okay, means this or these, okay. Ce, cette is this, c'est is these, and cette is this, okay. So the only plural here that you're going to encounter is c'est, C-E-S, okay. So you're going to tell me, but when do I use ce or set, double E-T, okay, double T-E, I mean, or when do you use C-C-E-S? Oh, merci Kathleen de Paris. Bonjour Kathleen. Caitlin. Okay, hello there. So, to carry on, you are going to use ce when it follows, okay, when a masculine noun follows, okay. So, ce livre means this book. You could say, ce livre est intéressant. So, talking about bateau, you would say, ce bateau, okay. You wouldn't say set, you wouldn't say c'est, you wouldn't say set, okay. C'est ce. It has to be ce, because the noun that follows is masculine, okay. So you're going to tell me, but when do I use set? Well, set is used when the word that follows is starting either with a vowel or an H. H, okay? So you could say, cet arbre, this tree, okay? You wouldn't say ce arbre, okay? You would say this tree, okay? Cet arbre, sorry. And the reason being is because it sounds just better and it flows better. So if you were talking about this child, you would say cet enfant, okay? You wouldn't say ce enfant, okay? You would say cet enfant because it starts with a vowel, okay? Cet enfant. So you could say cet hôpital, sorry, I've got problem with my, I can't see, oh no, hôpital. I don't know how to do accent, which is my problem. Hôpital, sorry. There. Cet hôpital, for example. Again, you wouldn't say ce hôpital, you would say cet hôpital, okay? Cet homme. There you go, this man, okay? Cet homme, this man, okay? So far we've seen ce, when we use that when the word that follows is masculine. We've used set when the word that follows is either starting with an H or a vowel, okay? Now it counts as well for feminine noun beginnings with a vowel. I can think of, you could say cet ami, for example, okay? Or cet ami as in masculine as well. When you want to use a feminine noun, okay, and you want to use set, then you have to use the C-E-T-T-E, okay? So set, for example, this woman. Cette femme. Cette femme, okay? Now you could say this apple. This apple. Cette pomme. Okay? Cette pomme, okay? And you want to say, well now this is an example, okay, of when the word is feminine and it begins with a vowel, okay? You can say cette idée, okay, and not cette idée, okay, which if you speak fast enough, it works, okay? So basically, when the word is beginning with a vowel, but it's feminine, you use set, C-E-T-T-E, unless what I've just said earlier on, by the way. Now, so you've got example using the feminine noun, okay? What happens when you're using C-E-S? Well, you're using that when the word, regardless whether it's feminine or masculine this time, is plural, okay? So you could put all the words I've just mentioned in their plural form. So if you wanted to say these trees, you would say ces arbres. These children, ces enfants, okay? These men, ces hommes. These women, ces femmes. So you could, basically it becomes much easier, okay? So ces femmes, ces hommes, okay? Can you see that? Ces enfants. It's exactly the same. So that means that these. Now what you must remember is to put an S at the end of the noun, okay? So ces. Now what it is that we do not do at all is write set, okay? That doesn't exist, okay? So remember, never use set with an S as a plural, feminine plural demonstrative adjective. It just doesn't exist, okay? So you have to use instead the c'est, okay? Now the only thing I would like you to know is in English, you have the difference between this and that, okay, this and that, okay? We don't. In French, you would have to use what I've just taught you. So it would be either ce or set with one T, or set with double T-E, or C-E-S, okay? So you're going to tell me, but how do we do it? How do I point it out that we are talking about that and not this, okay? Well, in French, you could add C. So hyphen si or hyphen la, okay, to a word. So you could say this book, okay, and that will be ce livre-ci, ce livre-ci, okay. But if you wanted to say that book, you could say ce livre-là, okay. So that's the way in French, that's the way we make the difference, okay, between the this and that, because it doesn't exist. I must admit that personally, I still don't understand the difference. I hear it in English, but I still do not understand what is this or what is that, okay, because it's not a concept that we have as such in French, okay. Now here's a little exercise I would like you to do. I would like you to translate this for me. So, these flowers are beautiful. Sorry, I'm not typing fast enough. And, oh, can I copy and paste? Can I copy and paste, Adam? Adam? Yeah. Adam, can I copy and paste? Yes. There you go. How would you say, these flowers are beautiful and this plant, sorry, there is a spelling mistake here, is tall, but not as tall as this tree here. Okay, now think about this one, okay? What is these here? I've just taught you how to say these. We know it's plural. Don't worry about the gender of that word, okay? So it's going to be ces fleurs, okay? We agree, okay? So ces fleurs sont belles. OK, ces fleurs sont belles. OK, ces fleurs sont belles. Well done, Lisa. Bravo. Bravo, Lisa. Ces fleurs sont belles. How would you say, and this plant is tall? Uh-huh. J'écoute. Yeah, I can hear you. I wish I could, actually. Now, this plant, we know that plant is masculine, feminine, sorry. Now, you're going to say, but how do I know? This is quite tricky, but plant ends with an E, so therefore it is very likely it's going to be feminine. So, cette plante, okay, is feminine, so we are using cette, okay, plante. Cette plante est grande, mais pas aussi grande que, but not as tall as. Okay, if you're not familiar with the comparative, I do teach the comparative in my lessons as well. Et cette plante est grande, Bisou, well done. I think there is a décalage here, okay, mais pas aussi grande que, and so how would you say this tree here? Okay, this tree here. How would you say that? I'm going to give it to you, but I'm sure that you know. And cet arbre-ci, okay? Equally, you could say cet arbre-là, okay? Because in France, like I say, this and that doesn't make much difference, okay? Lisa is just on that lesson. Excellent. Now, Lisa, here's my question. Have I answered your question? And out there, have you learned anything? Because I'd like to get on to something different now. Okay, we've got 10 minutes to cover another subject, which I would like to cover now. So Lisa, if you could answer this question, have I answered your question properly? Have I done it okay, or do you wish to know a little bit more about it? Okay, now I would like to move on to teaching you French adverbial pronouns. Okay, now the pronoun adverbial are either en. Okay, Lisa. Ooh, okay, well done. Now en or I. And Paul asked me when to use en and when to use I. Now, Paul, obviously I need an hour to teach you this one, but I'm going to teach it to you as shortly as I can. Is that a word, shortly? Okay, okay. What you have to realize that I, this pronoun adverbial I, is used to replace, okay, it's used to replace a place, if you wish, okay. Well, it has different purposes, but let's think about I, okay. Oh, en and I are my sweet problems too. Okay, Bisou, I'm glad, okay, because I'm here to explain it to you. Now, what happens with I? It's a funny one, I. Let's see. Let's say, for example, I'm going to ask a question. Are you going to the swimming pool today? And the answer could be, no, I am not going there, okay? Now, in English, you don't have to add there, okay? You can simply, no, I'm not going, okay? Well, in France and in French, not in front, in French, okay, you have to tell me, when you answer this question, where and there. So you could equally say, no, I am not going to the swimming pool. So you could repeat the swimming pool, okay? But we don't want to repeat that, okay? It's too long. So what we do is add this pronoun adverbial in the sentence. So if we ask this question, it would therefore be, tu vas à la piscine? So I'm copying and pasting. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, what was that? Okay, no, that's not what I want. Sorry about that. Obviously, I'm not really good, as you can see, with computers, not my forte. Okay, here we go. Now, here's my question. Tu vas à la piscine aujourd'hui? Are you going to the swimming pool today? Or are you going to the swimming pool today? And the answer is non, j'y vais demain. Okay, no, I am going there tomorrow. Now have a look at there here. It's I, okay? J'y vais demain. Now it's a way of not saying non, je vais à la piscine demain. Okay? So this is what's happening. Instead of saying je vais à la piscine demain and repeating, okay, the question, okay, we add I. And I stands for à la piscine, okay, and that's where it goes. And it goes right after the subject pronoun, which is here, je. So we put je apostrophe I, j'y vais demain. I am going there tomorrow. Okay, so another example would be, for example, I know it's really hard to grasp, and I completely understand, your suffering here, because it's really, really hard. We are going to the cinema. Do you want to go there? We are going to the cinema. Do you want to go? Now, again, in English, you do not have to add there. You said, do you want to go? It's a given that we are talking to the cinema. It means let's go. But it really literally means we are going there. Okay? We are going there. On y va. Let's go. Okay? So another example, I'm going to finish on E, okay, would be, she was at Paul's house. He was there. She was at Paul's house. Now remember that when we talk about someone's house, we talk about chez. It's quite often you see in restaurants in France, chez Roger, chez Mémé, chez Gérard, or whatever. That means at Gérard's house, at Mémé's house, and so on. Yeah. So here, il était chez Paul. He was at Paul's house, chez Paul, and he was there. Il y était. Can you see that? He was there. Il y était. Okay? Now, I'm going to stop here on the E for a minute because we have other ways of using E, but that becomes quite complicated, okay? And I promise you, I will do a lesson on this again. Let's have a look at what the difference is between E, which we've just seen as in a place there, and the other pronoun adverbial, can't say it, en. Okay, en. Now, en is slightly, I would say, easier to use because, in a way, it replaces a partitive article, okay, and a noun, or de. So, a partitive article would be de, or du, or de la, and so on, okay? Or an indefinite article, as is le, or la, okay? Sorry, indefinite article is not that, it's un or une. What am I doing? So basically, it's the equivalent, en will be the equivalent in English of some, or any, or one, okay? So my best example that I could come up with today would be this one. Do you have any bread? Yes, I have some. Now, as-tu du pain? Oui, j'en ai. Can you see that? Now, some, as in some bread, has been replaced here in French by en, en, okay? Oui, j'en ai, okay? Do you have any bread? Yes, I've got some. Oui, j'en ai. Instead of saying oui, j'ai du pain, and we don't want to replace du pain, some bread, and du being the partitive article, okay? We want to say I have some, okay? So we say Oui, j'en ai. And a bit like E, okay, the Y, this comes right after the subject pronoun, okay, and here before the verb, okay. So what about she wants bananas, she wants some. I know my examples are amazing, aren't they? Now, she wants bananas. I'm not even sure how to spell bananas. Is it got an S? E-S? No. Okay, she wants bananas, she wants some. Elle veut des... Sorry, pomme is not banana, by the way. Okay, elle veut des bananes, elle en veut. Why did I write pomme? Hein? Okay, sorry. Let me write this one again. Elle veut, I'm sorry about that. Elle veut, obviously I was having a little bit too much to drink, like beer or something. Elle veut des bananes. Okay. Elle en veut. There you go. That's better. Okay, so she wants bananas, she wants some. We would say elle veut des bananes, elle en veut. Okay. Now you could say equally or equally. Okay. Okay, Bisou, I'm going to answer your question in 1 minute. You could say tu as des bananes, tu as des bananes, oui, j'en ai. Okay, again, instead of saying yes, I have bananas, you would say yes, I have some, so j'en ai. Now, Bisou, if you wanted to say no, I do not have any, that's a very good question. You would say non, je n'en ai pas. Okay, can you see that? Pursue? You've got to, here, you forgot the verb, and that's very important, okay? So when you use the negation, yeah, you use it like this. Basically, the en comes after the ne, okay? And not this time after the subject pronoun, okay? So, non, je n'en ai pas, okay? Another one, and I'm going to leave you with this one because I will obviously, anytime, I can cover this subject again, yeah. Now, have a look at this, okay. I would like 2 bananas. I would like 2 of them. So basically, en, okay, can be of it or of them. So it can be replaced not only by some or any, but also when you say of them, of it, okay? And the way you do that is like this. So, I would like 2 bananas. I would like 2 of them, okay? So you would say, je voudrais 2 bananes. J'en voudrais 2. Can you see that? So basically what you're saying is here, you're not repeating bananas, banane, okay, but you're keeping the number you want, okay? And what you're doing, banane has been transformed into this adverbial pronoun, okay, en. Can you see? So, je voudrais 2 bananes, j'en voudrais 2, okay? So, in all, we have learned over the last 10 minutes that E is used to replace a place, okay? Though it has we use it in other ways as well, but that's what I wanted to focus on. And en either replace some or any or of it or of them, okay? Have you got, before I go, have you got any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay, I know there is a delay of 30 seconds here, so I'm going to wait for a little while before saying goodbye to you. The next hangout will take place in 2 weeks' time, in July the 21st, I think. Let me get my little diary. Not the 21st, sorry. 20th of July at 7 p.m. Okay, that's the next hangout. And if you have any questions, I would love to hear about that. Any other questions? Okay, merci beaucoup, Bisou, merci. Thank you for being here. Okay, that's excellent. And I know that you have sent me some questions as well, which I have here printed out. that's yours here, which I will endeavor to answer as soon as I get a minute. Now, thank you, Lisa. Hopefully that's been useful to you. Don't hesitate to watch this video again and ask me questions here in the office in London. I would love to, really would love to hear about your questions and whether you have learned anything. It's very useful for me to know exactly what's happening in your learning, okay? Because I obviously am not here to follow you behind, and I'm just hoping that you follow the course properly and the best way possible, and that you're not frustrated about it at all, okay? Merci à vous tous. Thank you very much to you all, and hopefully I will see you during the next session. Please send me an email if you feel that this time is not a good time for you. Okay, I'm trying to gauge on what is the best time to deliver a lesson. Okay. Au revoir à tout le monde, à bientôt, et puis bisous bisous. Salut, au revoir.